Hello! Welcome to yet another Final Fantasy XIV online stream. Today we're going to be focusing on the main story quest, and that just came out the other day, the 12th. With the patches, or the patch. And we're also going to just, like, do a little praying that I get a house. No. So yeah, I am actually also gonna be reading the dialogue like a weirdo. Let's go. Hold on, wrong screen. Alright. We also need to change this. Why do I do this every time? I'm actually using some earbuds today instead of headphones because for whatever reason the headphones I use hurt my scalp, like just the top of my head, not my ears or anything. Let's see what kind of voice. Obviously spoilers. So last time on Dragon Ball Z. No. Me and my buddies, the other NPCs, went into this hidden treasure thing, and this little dragon man revealed to us, hey, there's a void gate. So we're back in the main city. We're talking to the little dragon man Marsha. Also, his sister saying, I don't know. I'm so embarrassed. Promise we'll discuss the void gate further, but first I must attend to the matter of the vault assemblies. As your instruments have no doubt informed you, the Capiculu has been reduced to so much scrap. Please bring a new one out of storage and see that it's conveyed to its post along with some few lesser constructs. Was it tomb robbers? Fiends born of the Tower of Zot? By the sisters, do not tell me a blasphemy yet roams free. No, it was us. Sorry. This is awkward. Oh, crap. Hey, wait, are his horns not attached to his head? Such guilty faces. Surely it wasn't you who were responsible for this. Oh. Well, the details aren't important. I shall see it done immediately. With that, the vault will soon be secure once more. Now, I believe you had questions?
Quite a few, in fact. But I'd like to begin with the gate itself. It is still functional, yes?
Indeed, which is why I saw it sealed with an alchemically forged lock and warded it with my magics. Such power must not fall into the wrong hands. In truth, the primary reason for the vault's construction is to keep the gate hidden from the outside world. What just made it crash? So much effort for such a little door.
That little door you speak of leads to an abyss teeming with unspeakable horrors. That said, in its current state, it would admit only the lowliest forms. And from this side, no man would be able to pass through.
No man. I should think Alpha No would fit, given a firm enough push. We're not pushing Alpha No into the portal, Estinian. We're not doing it.
Physical size is only one consideration. The true restriction hinges upon the etheric density of the soul in transit. And yet, you succeeded in expanding its diminutive portal and sending your smell curve to the 13th. Thanks to my brilliant alchemists, I should have destroyed the anomaly when I found it, but instead, I bade them devise a means to control it. After much experimentation, they accomplished the impossible. A method was conceived by which my magics could manipulate the fissure and transform it into a serviceable gate.
Excuse me. I'm trying to close my door and my cats keep opening it, so... But the process has long been since been forgotten. Once I had given up searching for Elliot, there was no need to pursue such esoteric and dangerous knowledge. Thus has the gate lain dormant for years uncounted. The own passage to the 13th was made relatively simple thanks to Crystal Tower. An ancient mechanism channeled the tower's vast stores of energy to open a void gate, one bound to a covenant made with a cloud of darkness. Once that sovereign entity was beaten back, however, the covenant was broken, and the doorway severed from its connection to the void. Theoretically, it should be possible to reconnect the gate by forging a new pact with another voice then, but such deals usually end in betrayal and death. In any case, we should attempt to gain an understanding of the Mountain Gate. Mayhap you could resume the search for your sister. As I have already explained, I put those futile hopes to rest centuries ago. My place and my duty is here now. And I had meant to ask, what prompted you to search for the vault in the first place? I'm not gonna throw a sting at the bus here. Oh. Well, the people looking for true, bro. As you have seen, the fabulous wealth from the stores is quite real, if not its rumored origin. But I'm afraid I must assert a prior claim. I've been adding to that trove for years, little by little, but the time has come to spend it, that I might alleviate my people's suffering. Then we are of one mind. We had no intention of taking it for ourselves. Isn't that right, my friend? That's right. I am totally not greedy. Nope. Your Excellency, would you object if I were to conduct a close examination of the gate? I'll make no attempt to open it, of course. You stole it. I don't believe you. I really don't believe you here. You literally want to go so that you could see your boy. Your friend. I owe you and yours a debt that will never be repaid. Whatever boon you ask of me, you shall have it. You are most gracious. I shall take full advantage of your permission.
Would that I could join thee in thy study, but the labyrinths will be anxious to receive my report. I beg my leave of you. Grafmatia, my beloved. Anyway, and I must be off to Charlotte as well. Mistress Crab was eager to speak with you about that request, so please come back with it to the annex as soon as you are able. Farewell for now.
With his little fluffy tail.
I don't know, I think it says earbuds, but it sounds like a giant freaking fan is just blowing in my ears. We can discuss my findings once I return. You will not be rid of me so easily. I wasn't trying to get rid of me. Please come back. Please return. You may now undertake. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Hey, Barshan. My ears. My ear bowls. The difficult part in all this will be deciding how best to put these riches to use. Will you lend me your assistance in these deliberations? Of course. Thank you, Nareen. Nareen and I are in this together. I will follow her example. Great. Thanks, Estinian. Meanwhile, elsewhere. Oh, I am evil and devising my evil plans. Excuse me. Is this the that one raid? Oh, look how evilly I clench my fist. How evil in my head is not visible. Look at these sick-ass freaking axes or whatever. Ooh, look at my evil flowing cape. Desire. Evil McEvil face. Oh, he freaking ripped, bruh. Come to me, children of evil. I sense the breaching of a gate, but it was not instigated from this side. It was thrown open from the other. I too felt it. A rare occurrence, yes. But such a tiny portal is beneath our notice. There are more pressing matters at hand. An opportunity is upon us, the coming of which we have awaited for nigh on 10,000 years. We dare not let it slip our grasp. Yet we must not underestimate she who bested the cloud of darkness. Even restrained by a covenant, the cloud was no feeble wisp to be dispersed by some flesh and blood mortal. Let her come. I will drown the world and watch this fleshling grasp for breath in her final moments. What are you gonna say, evil McEvil place? Your zeal is admirable. Forget not our cause. Think back on our struggles beneath this sunless sky. Remember why we seek, not our will to fight. Because we're evil. No. 'Tis time we set the war in motion and win redemption for our star. Cool. Excuse me. Very gassy. Marshall wishes to discuss the distribution of the treasure. Alright, Marshall. Shall we begin? If we are to spend the treasure wisely, then we must first determine which group benefit most from monetary assistance. Some of my citizens may find it intimidating to speak with the satrap directly, so I would ask that you act in my stead, the hero of the final days. You don't think they'll be a little bit intimidated? Nuri, you are to visit Akyal and Gedonad. Speak on Matsia and his people and listen to their grievances. Estinian, I bid you do the same at Palakistan. I will be conducting my own inquiries at the Giant's Gall grounds. Once you believe you have ascertained the needs of the parties, we can reconvene in Megaduta. I was like, oh, they have bunny ears. And then I realized I forgot that bunny people exist in this game. Whoops. Whoopsie. Let's speak to Mattia at Akyal. Akyal? Akyal? Hello? My fences. Oh, snap. Thanks for the follow, Bear Star. Why are there no sounds alerting me to these things? Very strange. I swear, something is wrong with my stream elements. I drink coffee like 3 hours ago? 2 hours ago? I'm a little... Hello! How are you? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Oh, Noreen, I was so glad to see you had returned unharmed. You finished with the boat, then? Yes. Yeah, but now I need to know what your problem is. Anything the village desperately needs? Well, I suppose Calzal's what's hit us the hardest. I've been trying to find buyers for my fish, but although I sell a few here and there, it's so much more difficult than it was before. Everyone's still struggling to rebuild their lives. For now, we're just banding together as best we can. Alrighty. I need to do hatching tickets too. If we finish the patch stuff, do some hatching time. Just do it. Greetings and welcome, traveler. If this is your first visit to Thavnet, you must try my special Amra Lassie. Its refreshing zest cannot be beat. What could such a wonder cost, you wonder? Normally, I bought with 3 bottles for the generous price of 19,800 gil. But for you, I'm willing to go as low as even 10,000. You'd be practically stealing from me. Not yet. I have not yet done the new alliance. I'm also planning to do that at some point. Maybe on stream, who knows? I am not stupid. That's the times are harsh, my friend. The world may no longer be on fire, but we are still sifting through the ashes, so to speak. Sister Sperry, we might as well have that ugly tower back for the scant few travelers we see these days. I myself barely have the coin to buy at local prices, I tell you. If I didn't charge the odd adventurer a small fortune for afternoon tea, I'd be scavenging for scraps in the streets. Thanks. I'm glad that it's providing you entertainment. I've always been kind of weird about reading things out loud. So this is good practice. Yep, that's how that person sounds. Oh, that's one. How fares the port? Well, it's in shambles, isn't it? Trade routes are open once more now that the danger has passed, certainly. But no small number of merchants have had to sell their ships to make ends meet in the short term. Add that to the sailors we lost in the final days, and it's little wonder the flow of exports is no more than a pitiful trickle. If Gazal and his consortium were still with us, I'm sure he'd find a way for us to turn our fortunes around. Now that was a man who got things done. God's rest his soul. Alright, let's report back to Magadoodle. Magadoodle? I don't remember how to say this name. Actually, been semi-considering doing like New Game Plus and just reading everything. Like on stream. But I'm not sure how to do that. Also, I don't know how New Game Plus works, so maybe not. Yeah, let's do a run and one play around this. Let's see. This city's song is a bat. Ah, my advisor's returned. I've just made it back myself. Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is gone? You could have flown across the island in a fraction of the time. Be that as it may, the sight of a massive creature descending from the sky can be startling, to say the least, and there are a few places I can enter comfortably without the risk of flattening some cart or stall. Fair enough. As for my inquiries, the people of Stand were unanimous in their reply. They are surviving. Resources were stretched to the limit when refugees were pouring in, but they persevered with some assistance from Yellowman. From what I understand, they've always been an independent community, hunters and foragers and the like, and I was assured that the jungle provides for their needs, for the most part. Stand has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. I myself heard good news and bad. Quarrymen were cautiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant skull to a foreign trader. But such visitors are few and far between. Compared to our best years, the weight of stone leaving Thavnir has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated, its prosperity dependent on a steady stream of exports. We must identify any obstacles to the flow of trade so that we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn in Agyali and Yildirim? Fucking sucks. JK. Oh, whoops. I think I skipped a little bit. which is why I believe we should first address the lack of ships and shortage of able-bodied sailors in Yellowmouth. I'm reminded of a child I spied as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when the beasts sunk their vessel. So many variations of this same tragic tale, repeated over and over. So many lives lost. Enough grief should drown in if we let ourselves be overcome. But we will not. Marine, Estinian, I will consider the perspectives you've brought me and devise a plan to help my people confront this adversity. Come, I would like you to be in attendance when I announce the proposal to my assembled functionaries. Town meeting, town meeting, town meeting. Or city meeting, I guess.
I thank you for your attendance. The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Al-Zadar's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need. And lo, that day hath come. May it aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor.
That guy's got a cool weapon?
In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest
That was like
soul.
one of the saddest times.
Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly. Firstly, the treasure shall be sold for more convenient currency. Thence, invested into the trading port of Yedlamad. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt. Commerce must flow once more. None were spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this I am well aware. But an absence was created by the loss of Karazar's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen, our artisans, and others to bring their wares to distant markets.
And what of the children who were left without family to care for them?
Estinian, are you gonna open up an orphanage? That'd be cool.
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind. The simple gift of coin will soon be exhausted, leaving these young souls
Especially since he was an
on the fringes of our
Or
society.
orphans.
Nay, a proper solution is needed, one which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come. Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this
Oh no,
challenge.
don't make me make a giant political choice.
What dost thou deem the wisest course?
Yeah, everybody raises children.
Of course.
Taxation is
We
that.
must all look out for one another.
It really depends. Because I work, it's usually on my off days. So
A contract shall be written, requiring all who receive of our Zadal's treasure to commit a portion of their future earnings.
I'll start putting my schedule onto Twitch as well. Because it really just changes by week. I'm streaming again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Such an influential policy.
I'm going to be streaming Delta Frame. Name it! Oh. When I stream depends on my work week. Next time I do stream is tomorrow at 10 a.m. CST.
Kazal should be remembered, not as the blasphemy which terrorized Thavne, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shores. Do any among you object to this proposition? Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. When I think of Khalzal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well. Isn't that right, men?
This bodes well for that boy. Narad, was it? Perhaps he can cut ties with that shady peddler.
You're gonna be his new dad, James.
Then let it be done. Henceforth, this initiative shall be known as the Khalzal Foundation. Nabdeen, thou art to assemble a patrol and ensure that no child in this city liveth in squalor.
My other thing is, like, if I start at 10 a.m., barring any, like, emergencies or suddenly my husband comes home, I usually stream for a pretty long time.
And make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
It's interesting that a lot of his peeps are,
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow.
the dragon people never have to call. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Scarred. Where everyone is hoping to get a house. Yeah, give me the pancakes. Ah! You see, it depends. I've been trying to level up, what's it called? Red Mage for a little bit, for like a while. Sometimes I'll do House of the Dead. In fact, I should probably continue doing that. I was doing that as a white mage and it was fun. But usually I'll level or do roulette or do... Yeah, that's kind of it. At the moment. But also, I tend not to stream this game as much unless there's main story quest, just because I run out of things to talk about. So it's like, feel like it's less interesting, I guess, to watch. I also need to level up all my crafting classes because I think my highest one is like 49 right now. Thank you for putting forth Alzal's name. Those whose lives he enriched will take comfort in seeing his legacy honored. Those he terrorized will be scared for their fucking lives. You will forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Y'shtola. He asks that you meet her at the High Crucible at your earliest convenience. Understood. Thank you. Y'shtola must have finished her study at the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? I will go with you. Oh, and then of course I also do like event stuff whenever there's events. But right now, all my life has been consumed by work and Elden Ring, so this patch coming out is good stuff. Good stuff. I thought the Star Trek would be too busy setting up the foundation. My clerks have been well-oiled cogs of this administration since before Ahuan assumed the office. They understand what needs to be done. And I'm curious to learn what conclusions your Archon has reached concerning the gate's unique construction. As you wish, allow me to lead the way, Your Excellency. I have tried PvP exactly once, and I did not understand. So I definitely don't PvP. Why do I just press, like, what buttons? This doesn't make sense. Where's this? I haven't done any new PvP at all. I've only ever tried the, I guess, old. Oh. That's basically what I do for this entire game. Just press the buttons until it dies. Or it's healed. What's different about it? I guess. I don't usually read the passions because I'm a heathen, so plus then I get to ask people. Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Right, here we all are.
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the Void Gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vritra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
Destiny.
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics. From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them. Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
Very awkward. Thought everyone was dead. Thought I was gonna die. You know.
You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world. The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness. In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway.
No slave. Eh?
Yet even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first. The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Yeah, Scrap has the best.
Then what of the many Voidsent found in the source? Who guides them here, and how?
It's probably that night dude.
An excellent question.
I had to guess.
Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
Consider the gargoyle. Ooh.
To call upon such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate. The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact. Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
Will it get fun?
Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain Exarch dragged us to the first.
Souls. Delicious souls.
And just as our bodies remained in our world, the Voidsent's physical form is left behind in the 13th. Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
That's interesting. Take on gargoyles.
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through.
Those damn technologists.
Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse. Why is only the boundary between the Source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the Source and its reflections.
And how do you intend to get your answers?
Silence.
No, the danger is too great.
Now she's gonna try to go through 13.
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages. Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
I assure you I was most attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death.
You should learn how to bring up friends.
But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved. I had a feeling you might say that. Once again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands.
You better not freaking die, Ishtola. Just saying. Don't do it.
That said,
Don't die.
as much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
Please?
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
I mean, this shouldn't endanger your people. It'll probably endanger us, though.
You have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzat-Han, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
You have a plan.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
That they did. House Daimir was overseeing the project.
Daimir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
What?
A man-made void scent.
Oh, what if that's the Dark
Yes.
Black Knight?
Being great
Whatever he
admirers
was
of
called.
the Archons, House Daimir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
I don't know. Where?
Indeed. Numenon's restricted stacks may very well hold a copy.
I feel like they shouldn't be restricted to us anymore. They should be available.
In which case, I say we head directly to Charlium.
We literally saved the world. You cannot deny us these books.
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves, I see myself being of little use. Go on ahead. I still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Kalzal Foundation.
Oh, Austinian.
Let us be on our way as well.
Yeah. Girls' night. Ooh.
They are resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
It's okay if you want to. No one will judge you. You could just sit there. Oh, all the meetings. Oh, is it really? I could just be so company. Of all the major cities, Hulda is like the hardest one for me to navigate for some reason. What happened while you were AFK? If you don't mind me asking. Where to enter Numenon's restricted archives at the minimum, but we must secure the permission of the Forum. First, however, we shall need to enlist the cooperation of a member to broach that matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? No one springs to mind? What if it's spelled like Ooh. Can't pronounce that. Montichain? He did come to Grauha's defense during the inquiry, after all. He's settled. Let us head to Phenomenon and see if he is willing to help us once more. Yay, Stella! This city's kind of hard to navigate. Discuss the studium. I apprenticed to Master Montoya at the age of 7 and labored under her tutelage for a full decade. I never had the chance to attend the studium. Neither did Thancred, as I recall. Soon after Master Louiswald took him in off the streets, he was put into the care of another author. He was rigorous in practical education in the arts of espionage.
and survival. I sometimes wonder what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here instead. Should I wonder? That does sound lovely. Afternoons with friends spent sipping tea and debating theories. Still, I wouldn't give up my time with Master Matoya for the world. The dank cave I studied in was about as far from the bright, airy halls of academia as one could get, but it was a wondrous, magical childhood nonetheless. So, I was pressed to name our allies in the forum, Scholar Monty. Scholar Monty would certainly be the top of the list. Hopefully he agrees to aid us with our quest. Let me see what she says by the save. Should I wonder as well? Oh no. Oh. She started at the age of 7? Man, where are your parents? Hello. Interesting. I love how I just love like anytime you can put on like change how your armor looks. How there will be like loads of people with like super serious armor. Oh yeah, really in the environment, really playing up the class fantasy or whatever. And then you'll just have people who are like, I'm wearing leopard print shorts and nothing else. Beautiful. Ah, visitors, and quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do? Pray forgive the intrusion, Scholar, but we are hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Numenon's restricted archives. Ho ho! No furtive forays in the stacks this time, eh? I applaud this newfound sense of propriety, yet in all this wide world of comparative serenity, what so compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden wisdom? Nothing, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. We're not going to do anything crazy. Fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed. I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind by House Danmere has lain dormant in Charlene's archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the void. That is, in fact, precisely what we intend. To what end, pray tell? To develop a method of traversing the rift, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. To develop sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence. I have heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future, and yet I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. What scar worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate or two with a grand revelation of the promised reward? Marvelous! An audacious proposal worthy of Master Matoya himself. And after hearing the whys and the wherefores, I, for one, do not believe you wouldn't use the knowledge for ill. I see no reason not to present your request to the forum's consideration. Thanks, Grandpa! Although, your petition would be better received if you also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance. I wonder who it could be. Why, Master Fortuno, of course. He can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there's no denying that having Master Fortuno on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well, we'll pay visit to the Levior estate and plead our case. One last thing before you go. I would consider a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the hold. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I admit. So if you could see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity? Of course, scholar. We will be sure to pass on any revelations. What's this button do? What the? Okay. Sorry. Just something on OBS that I've never seen before. Very interesting. Oh, he's still with me. Hey! I need to use the restroom. 1 second.
sorry for scaring me with the Be Right Back music. Did not mean to do that. Mission in Mordana. Where the fuck? Oh. Okay, there's no other chatting thing, so I'm just gonna solo. Did that kick her off? Following me? Ah, no. Good. Good. Let's see something. So I've been in a house, and I'm really hoping to get a freaking house. That'd be so nice. Right? Primal, and then Leviathan. On top 54, 22nd war. How about you? Oh, nice. Nice. I think that's where, I must think that's where my siblings play, but I'm not sure. I actually, started playing before them, and then they decided to start playing and, make a guild. And I can't transfer now because I'm in my own free company, thing with some friends, and it would be kind of rude for me to just be like, yo, I know you gave me money to buy a house. Bye. Oh. Okay. Will do. Oh. We're gonna speak with Master Paul. Portiono. Is he home by any chance? No, he's out somewhere fucking his wife. Yes, the master is in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. Well, Chameleons would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not a social visit. You have some matter of import to discuss. You betcha, we're going to the void. Then pray proceed. You have my full attention. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. Scholar Monty expressed much the same sentiment, I assure you. Oh, much the same sentiment. I assure you will not attempt to circumvent the foreign's authority again, unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. Of course. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yes? If no
pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? Our brother, who misses his sister, she was his guardian, his friend. A selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. But the brother has given up on thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over a people yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying the longing in his heart. It is no vital mission, perhaps, reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue all the same. As one who feared losing his own loved ones and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. So they're more like siblings then. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experience in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Yay! Don't celebrate just yet. The forms must still be convinced. I will add your request to the list of today's deliberations. And deliver the decision to you at the Baldus Annex. Thanks. Where are your children? Are they okay? Are they safe? Are you guys y'all good? Whoa, that's a cool hat. That's so far. It's cool. Nope. I did not ask anything. Oh, I was asking. I was asking. Alpha, no, and Alize's dad if they were cool and okay and stuff. That's always fun. So, what did the forum decide? To put it bluntly, Master Mortoya has burned some bridges here in Charlean and salted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that her student was the petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain terms, I might add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions. That served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines, and it was agreed that allowing you entry to the archives was the least we could do in return. That is wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Yes, well, as I am sure you are aware, this permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution. There will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor and bid you good day. Never the same, that one. Uncompromising? Aye, but that very stoicism is exactly what Charlie needed to guide it through not one, but 2 exoduses. That went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up a number of schemes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes, and now I can simply walk through the door. Our focus will be finding House Demir's research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. You'll be heading directly to the archives from here, I presume. You presume correct? Then you'll want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section. Oh, Rapid's gonna be so jealous! Excellent. Once again, we thank you for all your help. Oh, it was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek. Shall we? Yay! Let's go each dollar. I'm gonna mute myself real quick while I consume this lasagna. 1 second. Or I guess a few seconds. A few minutes. 1 second.
If House Demir's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
Okay, sorry about that. My cat is like staring into my soul. You stole that, I just remembered I can't read. No. Studying a world not my own, I met the most beautiful boy-born creature. She was so unlike Arak's brother. Eyes blazing not with hunger but trembling, like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any moment. Is this erotica? I wonder if she is even a proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential insignificant even. What matters is the love I feel for this exquisite, transcendent being. Oh no. Oh no. Speaking of horrible things to read on accident or being sent, a good friend of mine decided one day to send me a fanfiction that was Gen Greymane from World of Warcraft and one of the gargoyles from the cartoon Gargoyles. I will tell you, it was not a pleasant read. It was not good. I have never read about so much pre-cum in my life. Terrible. Terrible things. The following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning apertures as defined by Nuhashan, the ninth patriarch of House Demia. We present these research notes to the faculty of Charlian Studium as both a token of our friendships and an expression of our boundless admiration. I want to read all of the books, though. Owie. Why you bite me, Dad? Why do you bite? This music's a little stressful. Have something you'd like to show me, do you? My apologies, I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents. Was it the smut? Did you read the smut? The fan fiction? Ishtola? Is that what you read? Well done, Doreen. I think you may have found our prize. They just play this over the speakers in the library. Don't have to worry about being quiet because the music here is freaking terrible.
The signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damia's resonance many times at the great work. Time to see what all the fuss was about.
Are you gonna speed read it? Oh, I can't read that.
Among the ranks of the Void,
I really can't read.
There exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures. A talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate.
So we had to go into a mouth. That's great.
Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos.
All this stuff sounds like a horrible idea.
How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon voice
Okie dokie.
has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales. And still, House Daemir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
Can we just, like, read it down here and not bring it upstairs?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves. Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
Not if they have cameras. I say go for it. I'm gonna steal a few books. Here, let me just steal them. I guess that guy was watching us. Never mind.
As much as I would love to start crafting the atoms, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Hainish alchemist who would be delighted to involve himself in our House Daemir project. Our business here is concluded for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the court.
Your message will be conveyed should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature. I will be back here, but patron mode disabled, security mode engaged.
If anyone can help us, Nidana can. I say we return to Thavnir and look for her. The great work.
This whole time I've been like, oh, what's the great word?
I forgot that it was that.
Yo! Looking fresh! Bro! They're sick freaking... Oh, that's not a beard. Looking fresh!
Excuse me. Pardon my... Yes. Nastiness? Oh, goodness. You surely tells me you're pursuing a most fascinating study, and that you want me to be a part of it.
That's correct. That's right. You bet it.
I have no doubt you'll be interested. This research log should speak for itself.
Well,
no. By the sisters! This is the mark of House Daemir. I never even knew such a work existed. Few should. It is sequestered in Numenon's restricted archives, after all. It was? But that means every word within is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you bring it right into my unsuspecting hand? I can hardly wait to read it.
I love mundane shit like this. Let me have more mundane ass adventures, man. I love it. Even though this is not really mundane because we're like about to go into the void and it'll probably be fucking terrible. You sure am I dying? Why am I dying? Who knows? Man, wouldn't it be messed up if they killed your freaking character? That'd be a very weird choice. Anyway, to think that Damir were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder? Now that you've glanced over the notes, what say you to helping us build a new Mark Atomos? I say yes! 1,000 times yes! Work on a Damir project that even the redoubtable? I feel like that's not how you say that word. Redoubtable scholars of Charlian trembling in their sandals? No alchemist of the great work could resist. You are a woman after my own heart. Oh, I suppose I should ask, what do you mean to do with this big mouth room once we've built it? We're gonna get in the mouth. We're gonna be bored. So, there's a secret void gate, and it's sealed in the ruins at the bottom of the bounty. Today is a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of our man-made Atomos is to expand this hidden portal, I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then, by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components are required. Charlian's markets provide the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals, but I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such liquid, you need to go no further than the font of Maya. The ancient... that is not... Something of old once favored the place for their meditations, and the water which pools there now is known to enliven the flow of ether. That sounds perfect. If you would be so kind as to fill a flask full, I will petition Vitra to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the Void Gate. Shall we be about it then? We meet back here anon. Ba 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 ba. Great. Let's make it freaking go. Ew, we gotta fly there. Can't teleport. Just kidding, that's fine. I'm on a horse, and flying fast, and I can't think of any more words. It's the font of my opinion. Actually, that's pocket. Bop, 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 bop. We got the pocket of water. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I'm a little bit hyper. Sorry. Got that big dick energy. That's not my energy. Bruh. Let me tell you about my boss today. My boss. Today, my boss. The cake boss. Not really the cake boss. My boss. Where I am. Weed is illegal, right? Okay? It's still not, like, legal. Like, really legal. It's really still not legal, right? Like, you can get fired from your job if you're caught smoking the weed. Okay? So, someone comes into the store asking about a prescription. And then asked about this product for memory, right? Right. It's over the counter. But we don't sell it normally, so he's gotta order it. So the dude leaves. And my boss is like, hey, do you smoke weed? But like, he used a different word. I'm not exactly, I can't remember the exact word he used. But like a different like word for it. I'm like, why? No? And he was like, yeah, that guy always brings me like some weed. And I'm like, what? So he shows me the bottle. It's just like this little piece of paper. And I'm like, I don't think that's actually weed. I think you're lying to me, because he's notorious for lying and making shit up. So he's like, no, it really is. Like, smell it. Do you know what it smells like? And I'm like, I gotta freaking smell this thing. You're lying to me. And then I look at it again. Sure enough, yep, that's a joint. That's a joint in that bottle. And he's like, you want this? Do you want it? I'm like, no. Like, this is a trap. This is how we get fired. I don't know what he did with it. But it wasn't illegal. I mean, I may have taken. I was just like, bro, no. First of all, I don't know you like that. Second of all, I don't know what this dude put in his weed. Like, maybe he's trying to poison you. And yes, that'd be messed up. But I don't want to be poisoned with your poisoned weed. So, yeah, that was like the weirdest thing today. I'm like, this is, you're just gonna give me the weed and then you're gonna fucking fire me or tell the big boss that I have weed and do the weed. And you're gonna get me fired. I'm like, no, dude. Nah, I'm good. Anyway. Yes, this shit sucks. I don't know how to use this. Ooh. Void theory. Look who I came across. Estinians seemed in need of diversion, and we, in turn, may have need of lands. Right then, now that our little party is assembled, let's make our way to the ruins. Will we need of Matzia's boat again? Not this time. Not this time. Once each stroller informed me of our destination, I arranged for a vessel to be made ready at Agia. Your Excellency is ever the gracious host. Shall we? Yes, we shall. We shall indeed. To travel. To the place. Oh, it's like sound. Oh, wait. I just, no, can't do that. I hope I don't have to do dungeon again. That'd be, just a little inconvenient. Just a little bit. The ship is yours to command. Thanks. We set sail at once. It's so exciting. All's legacy to see the truth of a legend with mine own eyes. All aboard to the treasure vault. Why would you yell that? Why would you yell that, bro? Now everybody's gonna go to the treasure vault. Or at least they'll want to. Go to the treasure vault. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, I got distracted. Please talk so I don't have to read.
The ruins alone were impressive enough, but I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty. It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
Please, you doing? Oh, setting up the stuff. Right.
What is it you're doing now?
There's something I wish to verify.
Please, bear with me.
The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Gra has theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
That's smart.
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
Oh, Stanian.
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
God, don't ask me smart questions. I'm dumb as bricks, bro. Let's fucking shit on things, yeah. Maybe send a familiar? Look at Estine.
Very good. I see you've been paying attention.
I words. Thank you for the validation, Ishtola.
As Ritra sent his simulacrum, so too shall we rely on a familiar to bear the brunt of any unpleasant consequences. Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow. Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same.
What kind of thing are we going in, Ishtola? What kind of thing?
I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
What? Ishtola, what are you talking about?
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
Love it. Magical girl moment.
Water, frost and fire!
Oh my god.
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Ishtola!
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
I
could listen to her talk like that all the time. Oh no, she's sad.
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate. I only wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual.
Oh, okay. Okay, she's not sad.
In any case, these two should serve as well. This one will bear a warding scale.
The other will fucking die.
And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption. If I could impose upon you to open the gate. Your Excellency?
Ah, yes, of course.
Of course.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nadana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well. And we are glad for it. Let us begin, shall we? Nixies, into the void.
So cute! I want 6 of them! Oh, that music was pretty too. We're waiting and waiting. Each dollar, that was adorable. They just never return.
I think we've waited long enough. Nixies, return to my side.
Nixies? Hello? Oh no! Oh my god, it's dying!
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Oh, the poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
That doesn't seem good. Is it gonna attack us? Ooh! Ooh! No, 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 no! Do not.
We're out of time.
Do not fucking open that gate.
Void
Yes, please close it, 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 close it. Marshawn, please close the gate. I don't like it.
They're coming through.
Okay, they're imps. It's not that bad. It's fine. Everything's fine. We'll take care of them, right, Estinian?
In the name of Alzadal III, I bar this door unto the void.
That could have been so bad. That could have been so bad. Accidentally brings on the next end of days. Again.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
Mm-hmm.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, I think so too, Destiny. You're right. Can you
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent.
Can you, like, dismiss it? Can you, like, get rid of it?
The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Graha's theory was correct then.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation.
That's not good.
It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently.
Yes.
We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Oh, let's go see us, Dinian. You want to go through the void gate? We'll push you.
My apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives.
Thank you, Estinian.
The 13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness.
Terrible.
In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void. You remember Una Kalhai, the unusual child we met during our troubles with the Warring Triad. He explained the fate of the 13th thus.
Actually, I don't think Estinian is there.
The champions of that ill-fated world used the stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals. But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether. By the time anyone thought to oppose them, Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness. And what of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition?
Bro, I literally don't remember.
I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage.
I wonder if we're gonna explore quality different.
A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections,
Yes.
to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way.
Oh, she's definitely dying.
But first, I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos.
Just have this feeling when you say, "Oh, I'm gonna be there the entire way,"
Or
means
I could
I'm
if I
dying in
had
the near
relevant
future.
manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives?
Denied. No.
Your Excellency?
I think he's thinking. Oh, maybe he's distracted.
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
Okay.
We will see you back in the city then.
Yep. Anything about me? Features this trouble. Once Nirvana succeeds in replicating the mark of Ottomans, this door into the 13th will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? I realize this is more my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I'm no interest in this board myself. Might we discuss this later? There's something I must do first. Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Shall we proceed with our other preparations then? As we saw, the warding scale can be effective at protecting the bear from other sources of their corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability will need to be improved if it's to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time. And I think that is a problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemist who created it. Who do we know who excels at this kind of structural augmentation? See that works with alchemy? I'm gonna go with... yeah, let's go with the alchemy. Perhaps they did once, but availing ourselves of elegant insights tends to be an involved process in and of itself. Nay, I believe a more straightforward approach is in order, consulting with the engineers of Garland Iron. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the void and its volatile energies. With his experienced hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the ironworks can strengthen the warding scale. Come, let us visit their operation around Power's Reach and commission their best and brightest. Honestly, kind of figured it wasn't that. Because I just fucked everything up. Oh, cool. Thanks for teleporting me on the map. Excuse me. Oof. Mary, what brings you to the ironworks? We have a commission for you, your president, actually. Assuming he's available? Master Sid? Certainly. I'll see if he has a moment free. Hello? Master Sid, do you have a moment? For these two cat girls? Cat women, well. Cat women. Pleasure as always. I hear you have a job for us. Heading into the void to find a lost dragon? That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after Medion in that bloody mess. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman first. You said there were signs of degradation. That's what you should all have said, but I'm not a scientist, I couldn't tell. It seems some manner of corrosion is sitting around a scratch on its surface, much as the boy's corruption seeped into Nero through his wounds. In any case, our best bet may be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? We have a coating agent for strengthening trinkets and the like, but I'd be wary of applying any compound which might upset the scale's delicate alchemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armor. Gonna put armor in. Okay. We'll construct a protective casing, one utilizing metal alloys with high ethereal conductivity, so as to not impede the talisman's primary function. We're gonna make like a phone case. We're gonna make it like a freaking keychain. Suit of armor, you say, as you said. Nero had compiled data on the 13th, so I'll have him pitch in with the design just to be certain for sure. But only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear, I've never had such a reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to untangle the particulars. Understandable. We know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. Now what, Nishtala? Now what? I think we can leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Let's return to the great work to see how Nidana is getting on with the mock admirals. We're walking there? Well, we're not gonna teleport. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, Nishtala. Just teleport that myself. Jump, jump, jump. Can I just say, I really love that, like, a lot of these quests are just cutscenes. I actually really like it. It's awesome.
Hey, Stola. The adjustments are going well, I hope?
I don't freaking know, they just started.
It is a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What
That's
I
a
found
lot
was
of
a
paper.
transaction log dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components, and I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial atomos. I then visited the High Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
More people are aware of how to
The
open.
usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless? Heedless even, in your determination?
You look so offended. Oh, no, don't
My
look
sire
sad.
entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe in war.
Ashdaya.
It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side. She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. and not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together.
I wonder.
But I am satrap now.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
That guy's face is very angular.
What is this about?
Sir Estinian told us of your predicament.
Estinian. You sly dog.
For centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people. Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire? We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
Going pretty well.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet...
Now you listen to me, Varshan.
Oh! Attacking the basically king?
You are wearing that
This man-
face, after all.
This man ain't got no eyebrows.
As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all.
Without your years.
And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy. And I hope that you and your sister can be together again, too.
No.
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them.
I'm not trying to make you feel bad, Varshan. It's okay.
If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzadhan.
That's not what I was trying to say. But, okay. Are you gonna go in your little child form?
My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavnair for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Please.
Take care and fair fortune, little brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
I would not dare make you cry.
You surprise me, Stinian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of ffxiv involvement in helping Vitra reach his conclusion. It was for the greater good. Wolves thundering skies were keeping his citizens awake at night, and had travelers believe the palace was wrecked by some unnatural storm. What of your own answer? You seem disinclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, zealous rage my rage. And the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Batas brought us scarce death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. If there is a chance that we can spare Vitra that pain, then I will follow. I'd rather not bother comrades with aught less than a dire threat to the star. We four should be sufficient for our purpose. Now, on to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, the 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan, as such, is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief foray. It would be more convenient had we some manner of base camp nearer to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers could serve. Well, let us reconvene outside the villages. Excuse me? Oh boy. And so we will acquire suitable accommodations. Might we make something available for our guests? The chambers of Versalios and the great mounds of treasure we carry out of the vault. Once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove and make a room or two ready for habitation. Good. Please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. As you heard, we will have you settled in Megaduda in due time. As ever, you are most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in my search for Ashjadi. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. Gods only know how long our explorations might possibly take, what our chances of success might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I am grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. I am not able to read. I cannot read. On that note, I will return to the Gravemark and lend what help I can to my daughter. If you have preparations to make ere we venture into the 13th, now's the time. All I need is my armor and my lance.
Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant Host first to start before we depart. You know what this means to me, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We are headed to another world. Find what joy you can experience. You are a traveler, an adventurer at heart. This I know. You got it, bro. Of course. Oh, it's a cutscene? I'm 13. AKA hell. No. Hmm. What is that? Aha!
Unless I am returned. To be swallowed, bereft of saviors.
What? Cool. That's a pretty outfit. I'm going to examine. All the healing stuff always looks so good. Well, I say that, but a lot of stuff looks good. So I'm like, let's put this graduation cap on this armor. Like, that seems like a weird. It seems like a weird choice. Yes. Think. Is there any I'm gonna assume those are for crafting. Alright, let's return to that old Charlian. Yes, I believe I am as caught up as I can be in terms of the main story quest. What kind of sandwich did you make? This one. Also, I want to check on how many people have bid on this. Yeah. City spaghetti, it's a lot, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that they let's talk about Not usually. Like I've never done one that's current. Like Green Company and I will sometimes go for mounts in like past ones. But that's really about it. Mostly because we all have like I've never even used Party Fighter. Well, wait, no, that's like the one that it's got like all the descriptions and stuff. I don't know what this manual said. I did not read any of that. Yeah, I don't think our free company has enough people who are active enough to do like current content together. Like we'll do like dungeons, like the little ones where you have to have 4 people, but that's that's it. Okay, let's type this. Why am I so tired all of a sudden? Oh, first grades. All right. This must be the thing Kyle wanted me to do. More interactions with Bratia, my favorite character. Yes, I just. I think I forgot that fact, Carl, so thank you for the refresher. Yeah, your buddy. Gee, Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. He's like sprinting. The fact that you said this will be fun to see makes me worried. Let me check on this out. It's 54, 7, 27. It's another thing I want to do. Okay. Where is number 50? 56? Actually, how the frick do I know? What was it again? Number 54. Okay, I'm gonna guess that it's in the subdivision. Let's break it out. Why doesn't the map tell me? Why doesn't the map tell me? My cats are screaming for no reason. They have food, they have water, they have a litter box. Sure, what is that? Oh, that's plot 53. So where's plot 54? Is this... Where's the house lady? Yeah. Just to see like how many other people are bidding on it. 55, so maybe it's this. Is it this one? I think it might be this one. Yes. How many people? 5! 5 participants. That's not bad. That'll be fine. Intimidating! They're just standing there around the plot with their arms crossed pose. Yeah, I'm just seeing how many people are bidding. Gotta use the restroom again? We are back once again. Oh no. Alright, I'm back. Were you frightened? What? The Phantom Realm? Realm of Ghosts? Um, sounds exactly like a mirage. Yo, what? Going to the freaking ghost realm, right? Gym of the realm. Derek. Something terrible better not happen to you, sir. You've already died twice on me, okay? Do not die thrice. At least twice. I feel like maybe there was. What's the four? So it's once, twice, thrice. What's 4? He's a mirage. Twice. So adventures. Actually, let's Google it because now I want to know. Worse. Whoa. Oh. Oh, they're not generally used in standard language. That's what my results. Right here. Come here. Ah, there you are, son. Why? Why are you screaming across the house? Is this the adventure? Could it be? This little Oppo? It's very cute. It's very cute. It's adorable. Yes. Of course Of course not. Oh, that would be sick though. That would have been sick. That would have been so cool. If we had a little monkey. Ooh, you're pretty. Jerk. Oh, yes, who cares about your fruit jar? It's that one right there. That looks gateway. That makes sense. Oh. Oh, I didn't even realize. I didn't realize he was walking on water. Why are you saying that? Why are you saying cryptic shit, Bear Shard? I don't like that. Don't do this to me. I'm just scared. You don't have to shut up. I'm just joking. I'm a little concerned. Oh god. freaking heart palpitations. What is this? It's it's kind of similar to Elvis a little bit. Just a little bit. Mostly the circular stuff, islandy. Hey, we're trapped here, right? We're gonna be fine, right? It's so pretty. The navel. Welcome to the belly button of the Phantom. Yay. Just taking a magical vacation with my husband. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, excuse me. It's all a simulation, man. I wonder what this could be. Ooh, music got a lot louder just now. Mysterious monument. Oh, okay. I must ascend the mysterious monument. Oh, this is as high as I can go. Okay. It's a little familiar. Oh, that's weird. Oh, wait. I'm a little concerned. It's so pretty! I like all the colors. What do you think, Brian? Every day of life. Where's the monkey? Here, what is this place? Why is the music sad? Something. I like his outfit. I want it. Give me your clothes, man. We're in heaven. Oof. And we're dead. This one. Hold models. Great. E. Come to my chambers. False. What? Yeah. Oh, I like that they look like Greek, like statues. Pretty freaking sick. Oh. Why am I playing my weapon on you? What? Well, what if I don't want? Okay. Like, yeah, that can't be the real ones, right? What's your deal, Derek? You seem awfully... It's weird that they didn't show up for him at all. Yeah. Yep, did it on purpose. Basically, V run well off of my Final Fantasy 14 character. It's like, what? But they were just like sealed. Exactly. What's your name? Ah. Yes, correct.
In Ulda? Oh. Alright, I guess I'm gonna press the different button. Alright. It's cute. This is gonna be interesting. It's very pretty. His name is literally Aztec warrior. No mariachi. Ooh, this music.
So, you are resolved to face me?
Ooh, yes, this voice is good. Hello, Zeus, basically.
Come, children of man.
I love how he's like very Greek looking. Oh, jeez, Louise. Okay, he's going to that. Oh, I gotta take my earbuds out. This is way too loud. And my mom played. Do you know anything?